Alright, quick update on JASMY. So if we look at this in the short term, we'll start off with the 4 hourly and then we'll go to the higher time frames. What we said in our last video is as long as we don't close a daily candle below this 786 micro fib, which was round about the 3-4 cent level on the USD pair, that I do think this will be the bottoming region. Now, we did also highlight if we did lose this 786, we could potentially see a big drop all the way down to the 2-3 cent region. Now, we obviously said we would need to see a daily close below the 786. That never happened. So all in all, JASMY looks pretty good. It looks like we're starting to head up. If we look at this, it's a bit ugly on the 4 hourly, but just finishing off with the 4 hourly, you can see in the past 8 hours worth of data, we're really having some nice volume coming in. So this is really what we wanted to see to confirm this was the bottoming region, at least in the local term, because, you know, if you've been watching my videos, we did... Once we had this massive explosion, we didn't call it while we were down here because we were being cautious. But after we did have this big rally, once we did break above some of these levels, we were calling this region down here at the 1 cent region, the bottom. So after we did have this massive rally, we topped out here. I've basically been looking for a place to enter a trade on JASMY. And I said if we break below the 786, I'd be looking to enter down at the 2 cent. Once again, if we look at this on the daily, we never had a daily close below the 786, so we were all good on the daily as well. We're having really nice volume stepping in, and we are now finally heading above this #1 important level that I've been talking about, which is the 3-9 cent region, just below the 4 cent. So I am currently looking at entering a trade on JASMY. Once again, if we look at this on the daily, you can see a very nice W pattern. And the breakout of this, I mean, if we take the conservative target and put it on the neckline, not even the neckline of the wicks, we're taking it from the neckline of the candle body close. The neckline is all the way up here at 4 cents. So I believe this is approximately a 10% increase from where we are now, about 12% actually. So like I said, I am looking to make a trade on JASMY. I would like to see this region being back tested because, you know, I highlighted this before, especially if we come down to the daily. We were looking to enter a trade on JASMY when we were round about this region down here on the 19th of March. And I said for me personally to want to enter a trade on JASMY, I'd need to see this orange line at the 3-9 cent back tested and then to start to head up. We back tested it and fell through the table, so we didn't enter a trade then. We made the same video when we were round about here on the 24th of March. We said I want to see a back test of this region. You know, I've still got this line, squiggly line here, basically saying I wanted to see, you know, a back test and then to start to head up. We didn't see that either. We closed there, which was a good sign, but then we fell through the table. So we never made the trade. I'm still sitting on the sidelines for JASMY. Now, I do have one very small trade open for JASMY, and it takes up less than 1% of my portfolio, so I really don't feel the need to go into it too much. That is obviously doing somewhat well right now. I am obviously, you know, if you watch my channel, you know I cover maybe sometimes 6, 8, 10, 12 altcoin videos a day, so I do have a hard time keeping up with every altcoin that I cover, which is why, you know, I don't necessarily FOMO into every single trade because there are so many trades that I do take from time to time. Nonetheless, I am still looking for that place to enter a trade on JASMY. Now, you're probably not going to know what I'm going to say already. It's what I've been saying before. I want to see this orange line back tested. This was this previous local top here, and in my opinion, the macro market structure is still bearish until we do back test it as support and start to head up. Now, I have highlighted what will happen if we do back test this region because I talked about this trade that I plan on making. Number one, if we do backtest this orange line here, close the daily and then start to head up by tomorrow, I will enter another very small trade on JASMY. Now, when I say small trade, it's going to be less than 1% of my portfolio with both of the trades added together. This is really a short-term trade for me. This is a short-term flip for me. I'm just trying to make, you know, less than 1% of my portfolio turn into 2%. So, like I've been saying, The first trade we have here, if we do close on the 39 cent as support, we could head all the way up to the 200-day moving average, which is basically a 90% trade from where we are now. That's where I'd be taking my first profit. And then if we move this over to the next line up, that's 122% trade. If we flatten the data, you can see this is the 0.36 Fibonacci retracement from this local top all the way down to the bottom here. So that's all I see for JASMY. Once again, we've got nice volume coming in. I am still looking to enter a trade, but I would like to see a daily close around the 39 cent region. Until we see that, then I will just be sitting on the sidelines, as I already do have a small trade on JASMY. So that's all I see for JASMY. Just coming over to the weekly, once again, the RSI is so dirt cheap and flat. It's at 24 and the MFI is at 31 right now. So we've got so much room to move to the upside on JASMY. So I'm going to be very patient on this. I'm going to wait for a back test. I'm going to wait for this to be a confirmed breakout, and then I will be entering a trade on JASMY if that does happen. So that's all I see for JASMY. Best of luck if you are holding JASMY, and once again, none of this is financial advice. It's just my own opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.